Hi, I would like to the journey from Bafoussam to Buea. Now, it is important to know that you have two possibilities. Either you make a direct journey from Bafoussam to Buea, the single bus, or you make a two-stop journey. One from from Bafoussam to Douala, the other one from Douala to Buea. Now, I did the second option. But for the first option, you have one agency only in Bafoussam that does that, and it's the Musango Express. The transport fare is 5,000. I couldn't take it because I was late to buy my ticket, so they told me that it was full by 4 p.m. So if you want to buy your ticket from Bafoussam to come to Buea, or from Buea to go to Bafoussam directly, you should go to the agency by no later than 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. 12 p.m. Now, in my case, I paid 5,000 using Global Voyage from Bafoussam to Douala. Now, their buses are comfortable. There is no AC. The seats are comfortable. You have nobody that sits on you. You have your own seat. Now, concerning the journey itself, the journey was quite short because our driver was actually, keeping to schedule. We arrived Douala by 3:30 a.m. So there are some key things that I noticed. First, we stopped at Konsamba, which is one of the resting points on that highway. And there you have a food market, you have good toilets, clean toilets with water. So yes. And one thing that I didn't like about the journey of the state of the road is very, very bad. You cannot sleep. I could not sleep because of potholes, especially from Douala to Buea. Even though there are also potholes from Konsamba to Douala, yeah, a lot of potholes. So take that into mind if you want to travel Nigeria as I did. Because I traveled Nigeria because I want to sleep, but I was frustrated. I couldn't sleep. Other thing to take into consideration is the fact that there will be many, stops, checkpoints, police checkpoints at the highway. They can be mixed gendarmerie police or any of the above. Now, most of them will just check with the driver to see whether the documentations are right. Others would like to check ID. But in my case, from Douala, from Bafoussam to Douala, they didn't check our ID, but there were many checkpoints that we stopped. Now we arrived Douala at 3 a.m., 3:30, and I stopped at General because it was the only safe place that I could stop at that time. And I wanted to rest before and wait for the day to wake before I take the bus from Douala to Buea. And I had a very bad experience at General. That is my point of view. I found it to be actually untidy. The agency was very untidy, especially the waiting area where we were supposed to rest. It was very untidy. I had to clean a bit around myself to be able to just sit. I rested there till 5:30 when I went and took a bus that was going to take me from Douala to Buea. Now, concerning that bus, it was comfortable to a point, I think. I cannot say I was very satisfied, but I think that is the nature of the traveling on that way. But one thing I didn't like about the driver was that he made a lot of stops, even though the bus was full. So you don't understand why he made a lot of stops beside the checkpoints, because there are many checkpoints. You cannot make 10 kilometers from the stretch of Buea to Buea without having a stop, a checkpoint, police checkpoint. And the roads are bad, like I earlier mentioned. My transport fare was higher than someone who would have left directly, because I paid 8,000 from in total from Bafoussam to Buea. So from Bafoussam to Buea, 5,000 from Bafoussam to Douala and 3,000 from Douala to Buea. That's one thing we have to take into consideration. The other thing that you have to take into consideration is the fact that you have to come out of the bus at times, or you can show your ID across the window at the different checkpoints. Beside those things, I can say that in a personal note, I prefer night journey to day journey, because I think that they are faster and they are less tiring. That is my point of view. I don't travel because I want to see the nature. I just travel because I want to reach from point A to point B. So those are things to take into consideration. Thank you.